You're the daughter of a very famous producer. You said, all right, Dad, I'm going to be in movies. I'm going to get into this business. What was his advice?
He didn't want me to be an actress. He would constantly say things to me like, so you want to become a dummy actor. I'd been working for him about 10 months when I got my first lead in a feature film, a wonderful disco extravaganza called Thank God It's Friday with Donna Summer, which was my first film. And I walked into his office and he was in the middle of the meeting and I kind of waved and said, Dad, I have to talk to you. And he went, oh, come in. And I said, I just got a lead in a feature film. And this man who had been calling me the dummy actor got very, very misty-eyed.
Isn't that hysterical how they do that?
And just looked at me and said, I'm so proud of you.
Good. What do you think of now Fame, which has been going, what, 2 years?
Yeah.
Is he happy with that? Does he
Oh,
think
yeah.
you've done the right thing?
He's now the proud stage father because people come up to him and say, you're Valerie Landsburg's father.
You're blind.
Well, I'll be damned.
He's very imaginative, gutsy, and committed, and I think he's terrific.
Well, I think you're giving him points because he's handicapped. If he were just like anybody else, you wouldn't feel that way.
But he's not like everybody else. He's special.
Talking about his teaching skills, Doris.
So am I.
Comedy really reflects your life, I think. I mean, everything I do is sort of, you can tell a lot about me from what I do. I mean, you can tell a lot about a comedian from his material. I mean, I do ethnic stuff. I mean, my ethnic background. I mean, I do stuff about Punch Bowl. You know, that's the suburb I used to live in. That's the way I grew up. I mean, I did a lot of TV commercials, stand-ups of those. I mean, I was a real TV kid, a TV addict, you know.
Right.
I mean, it just reflects your background.
Where did you get the one where you go, I seen it with my own eyes, but I don't...
I said it, but I don't believe it. Well, that's my mom, you know. That's this incredible accent she's got, and I just really get off on it. I mean, bloody tanks every night in the club. Fucking machines, bloody tanks. Good cigarette, Scotch whiskey, plenty of girls, cheeky. Plenty of money, boys. Here, have a good time. I don't believe it. I said it, but I don't believe it. My husband, she said to me, listen. Unbelievable. Well, like I said.
You wear a hat when you're doing the comedy down there.
Yeah, I often have a hat on.
Of him as a baby on the front. What happened and why did you ever start doing that?
Well, this is a photo of me as a baby, by the way. Get a very good close-up of that picture of me as a baby. I usually wear a hat with a picture of myself as a baby in it.
Did you always have a little fold going across?
You walk on stage, here he is, Vince Sorrenti. Bang, how do you pick up the audience and say, watch me now?
Well, the first thing you got to do, I mean, comedy is really sink or swim. I mean, you can't walk out there, I mean, I don't know what you musos may think, but you know, you can't hide behind a guitar or a drum, and there's nothing there. I mean, there's that microphone, which is the only relieving thing. Right. I mean, it's just you and these guys who want to tear you apart, so you really have to get on side, you know. You just have to, well, you really have to grab their attention first and foremost, and I usually just get out there and you can approach it from a number of angles. I try and be aggressive initially, and so they're scared to sort of yell things out at you, you know. But I'll usually just grab their attention by sort of doing sort of some you know, sorry, did I do that?
It's a pretty good grabber, yeah.
But and that in itself is a warning as you know what's to come. You know, I mean, what you're going to get is now what I think's funny. I mean, you can switch on or you can switch off. what you're going to see from now is me. You know. And,
tell us, just do a couple of the commercials.
The
Lion, get the Lion on the line. Can you knock that one over?
Oh no, that's the AMP, the one I do.
Oh, but you used to do Lion.
No. Ostentatious.
No, he knocked it off, yeah.
No, he didn't.
I remember when you were a waiter in the joint, and then you used to get up on stage.
Oh, I was never a waiter initially.
Explain that then, because you were serving drinks when I was
very strong water, you have here. No, I started working there when they first opened, and I was short of cash for a few weeks, and the boss asked me if I wanted to wait for a while. A lot of people think that. A lot of people think that I
So you actually went down there and did the comedy first?
Oh yeah. That was from that came out of the university reviews. We just finished a review, and someone told me to get along down there with some of the material and see if they'd like it, and they did.
Well, we used to go in, and I'd say, Vince, the waiter's a top comedy act. Wait till he gets up, and you know, inevitably they'd ask you up, and you'd brain them. And I thought you were actually doing waiting first and doing the comedy as a sideline.
Well, that was only a period of 3 weeks, I think, that happened, so, you know, it must have been...
Seemed like ages, mate.
Just a coincidence, mate. You had to be there.
You had to be there. You did the Bagon, though.
Yeah, the
That's
Bagon.
one, right?
Yeah,
Go for that one. This
Look
is
at the
an
kids.
Australian commercial.
Hang on, this is the wrong one. What was I doing? Another cup of tea, Jen? Thanks. Great game of tennis. Yes, I really enjoy my game out the kids are away. That reminds me, Jen, where are the kids this year? Oh, we bag on the bedroom 3 months ago. No sign of a bastard since then. Bag on? Yes, bag on. Remember that nasty door-to-door salesman? We bag on the front door. No more encyclopedias. Bag on. Why not? David Bagon's the neighbour's kids, Jehovah's Witnesses, policemen, firemen, the lot. Do you think you could bag on my husband? Sure, it's easy with bag on. Great. See, this tea tastes funny, Jen. Yes, Mary.
You've been running around after a girl, even after me. I'll give it a go if love is what you need. Do it to succeed. I've got your head in the clouds, feet on the ground, even after me.
Aussie beer barns aren't necessarily pleasant places. I mean, if you had nasty incidents, you get pelted by cans if you hit a wrong note. Or what's it like playing these Aussie pubs?
It's not quite that bad. We've had a few funny instances where you know, the place has been that jam-packed and the stage has been really bouncy. Kathy's whole keyboards fell off stage. She had a Jupiter 8 and the piano just bounded off the stage, and we just picked them up, and fortunately they were working, so we
kept on going.
And a few, you know, places, people have, you know, some men have been fairly drunk and tried to get into the dressing room, but usually we've got fairly tight security.
Well, when you must, I mean, male bands have female groupies, and I'm not suggesting maybe you have male groupies, but you must have males that follow you and pester you. Do you have that problem?
Oh, we've got two.
Two, that's
two. They come, we work at the Playroom a lot on the Gold Coast, and since we've been there since November last year, they haven't missed a gig. And,
not a show?
No, and one of them wears my guitar picks around his neck.
True devotion.
Yeah, well.
And do they look your names up in the phone book and all that stuff to try and find your home phone numbers?
Yeah, they
Janine's last name is Smith, and so they went through all the Smith names on the Gold Coast.
They rang every Smith on the Gold Coast?
They must have.
Practically, yeah, and just before we left Sydney, Gold Coast to come down here, got a knock on the door just when I was getting ready to come to the show. I raced down, opened the door, and there they were with this giant big thing of flowers to wish us good luck.